figure of the amount of energy that that Bangkok uses. Bangkok being the most primate city in the world, meaning that about 10% of, more than 10% of the population lives in just one city. So the population of Thailand is 68 million. There is actually, in the greater Bangkok metropolitan area, there's about 15 million people. So it has the highest density of people in Thailand. It is still growing. One Bangkok shopping mall, such as Siam Paragon, uses as much electricity as a province of 200,000 people. So that just gives you a figure of how much energy demands Bangkok needs. So that's why you can see a lot of power plants in the surrounding provinces of Bangkok that all feeds into the grid for Bangkok to meet its energy demands. But Bangkok is trying to become more green with more solar rooftops being installed as well. Our subsidiary company, BCPG, most recently launched S77. So it's a peer-to-peer trading project where all the tenants of the project produces their own electricity to use. Whichever part that they have left, they sell to back to the grid, and the grid distributes the electricity to those who are in need of more energy as well. But this is still an ongoing development, and we need to have that be accepted by policymakers and to expand that to a larger scale model. Yes. Okay. Are there any questions at the moment? Okay. I'll just bring you back to Bangchak Refinery first. To understand where you actually see now that Bangchak Refinery is actually situated in the middle of Bangkok. We're in Sukhumvit 64. And that's significant in the sense that Sukhumvit 64 right now, it used to be in the suburbs of Bangkok. But right now, Sukhumvit is actually one of the most densely populated areas of Bangkok. So Bangchak being in the center is the only urban refinery in Bangkok. It's kind of molded Bangchak into who we are today. Bangchak started as a government, a military-owned refinery, but then it was turned into a privately owned company because due to losses in operation. In 1984, when we became an established company, we made our first profit ever of 200 million baht. Our CEO back then, Khun Sopon, invited all the employees before deciding how we were going to celebrate our first record-breaking profit. He invited all the employees, so basically all the management level people who are left out in Bangkok today, to go and walk into the communities, the 10 communities that make up the refinery communities of today, and to see the living conditions of people living in Bangkok back then. So it was 34 years ago. What happened was that the employees saw the living conditions of the people, that they were basically living in densely populated slums. And this was, the children had no food to eat, and some schools have no electricity. The houses have no running water. This is in the middle of Bangkok. And with Bangchak making its first profit, our CEO asked us back then, what do you think how we should celebrate as a company that now we're successful now? How do you think we should celebrate? Well, from our planned big celebrations, the employees all got together and said, no, we want to be a company that is committed to the development of our society as well. So that has been a part of our core DNA, where Bangchak is one of the only private companies that are, the first thing that we tell our investors is that you have to keep in mind that we're a company that does not maximize profit. Maximizing profits is not our main goal. Our main goal is that all the profits that we do make must not be made on the suffering of others, and that any profit that we do make must be made as well as contributing to the greater good. So the worth to the environment and society. And that's why Bangchak pushed really hard for renewable energy policies to be installed in Thailand, and why most of our projects have a social element to it. Actually, in other parts, I will talk about our cooperative service station model that has been ongoing for 27 years, where actually that was actually our bid to help rural farmers able to get by with the collapse of the price of rice 27 years ago. Okay. Is there anything I'm leaving out? Yes, I think that's about it for this room. Are there any questions at this point?
Anybody?
You have a question?
Yes?
Yes.
Please ask me.
Okay. Are there any questions? if you are not, then I think are we how many are we มีประมาณกี่คนนะครับ
ประมาณ30ค่ะ32
30ท่านอาจจะเรียนถ่ายเชิญถ่ายรูป I'll invite everyone to take a picture at our viewing station before we go downstairs. Please do not climb on the railings because it is safety precaution. Please don't climb. So please, I do invite you to take pictures, and I will see you downstairs in a